All right, we're here on Cava Baja, one of the most popular tapas streets in Madrid, so follow us along to see where to go when you're in Spain on Cava Baja. First up is Taverna La Concha at the front end of Cava Baja, right by the Plaza Mayor. It's famous for its vermouth. Although we're just gonna order the vermouth here, they do have an awesome gluten-free menu. It's so good. It's probably the best one that we've had in Madrid. It's one of our favorites and it's right on Cava Baja. You can even grab a bottle of their vermouth to go. All right, so we just finished up at Taverna La Concha. It is one of the best places in all of Madrid to get vermouth. They have their own specialty one there. I believe that actually comes from Catalonia, so it's one you definitely have to check out. Next up, we're heading right next door to Posada La Villa. It's been open since 1642, and it's an old posada. Cava Baja actually used to be an old street that came right into the center of Madrid, and all these posadas that were here were old inns that served people coming into the city. They could stay there as well as they could eat there. So this is a nice restaurant that still exists today. Again, it's been open since 1642, and we're actually just gonna head right inside to the bar and grab a drink and a tapa there.
So we just sat down, we ordered a glass of red wine each, and they gave us 2 free tapas, you can see right here. So we'll be enjoying these as we drink our wine.
So one thing I noticed sitting behind Becca is they have this mural of Posada La Villa back in the day. And they have this big mural, ceramic tiles, and one of the things is this boy taking a pee right on the street out front. Thought it was pretty funny that I just noticed that. Posada de la Villa has a gold plaque outside on the ground that means it's been around for over 100 years. There are actually plenty of these on Cava Baja and all around Madrid too, so keep an eye out. So we just finished up at Posada de la Villa. It's one of my favorite places here on Cava Baja because of its history. It's so old, and that little bar downstairs is really cool. We've never actually eaten a meal there, but it looks really good. I really love that big old oven that they have there. So we're gonna head to our next place, which is Casa Lucas. But before we get there, one thing we have to say that we don't like about Cava Baja is that there are cars driving on the street. We think it would be a much better tapas experience if it was just a pedestrian street like Calle Laurel in Logroño, which is one of the best tapas streets in all of Spain, and you can check out a video on it right at the top here. Now, on to Casa Lucas. Casa Lucas, and aside from the Crianza I got, the Rioja wine, I also have the Solo Mio, which is my favorite tapa here. It is so good, especially with the caramelized onion underneath, and it is just cooked to perfection with exactly the right spices. It is so good. It's definitely something you have to get when you come to Cava Baja. Now, one of the most interesting pieces of history of both Cava Baja as well as all of Madrid sits right behind Casa Lucas. It's a piece of the original city wall of Madrid, which we were lucky enough to see. So I just finished up at Casa Lucas. It was super good. It's definitely, like I said, one of the places you have to go on Cava Baja. Another place I highly recommend here, across from the street, is Los Huevos de Luto, but unfortunately it is temporarily closed right now. It's right here. One of the best places, especially if you want huevos rotos. They have their own style. It's super good. You can get different meats on it as well, but it's definitely a place I recommend going on Cava Baja. All right, right, so we're headed to our next place, La Bonita, for a vermouth or something like that. Becca's back with me after picking up churro, and here we go. Here we are at La Bonita. Got another vermouth. It's really good, a little bit different than the other one, but super good, as well as a little tapa with cheese. Delicious, super cured, really good.
So we just finished up at La Bonita. The service was awesome. Bartender was super nice. We just had some vermouth, and now we're gonna head to our last place at the front end of Cava Baja called
Lemiak.
Lemiak is all the way on the other end of Cava Baja from where we started, and it's known for its Basque pinchos or tapas, so let's see how it is.
All right, so we're at Lemiak and we got the hilda, which is tuna, a olive, as well as a pepper, kind of a spicy pepper. So that looks like this, as well as a tostada, which has goat cheese, tomato, and caramelized onion on it. I'm forgetting, so I'm looking at it right now. It's our 5th place. Here's the hilda. And the tostada. All right, so we're gonna give it a go here.
It's really good. It's like a really good appetizer with a drink. I'm a little drunk. Tasty little snack.
Alright, so Michael at the Hilda. I haven't had this in Madrid, but I've had it years ago in the north of Spain, and I actually saw it here in some other places on Spain Revealed. You should go check out their channel if you haven't yet. Great things about Spain as well. It's really good. I like the mixture of the kind of tuna, although I'm pretty sure it's a sardine. Their menu says tuna, but I'm pretty sure it's a sardine. Olive and the pepper on here is really good. Like Becca said, it goes great with a beer, a cider, a drink. He's got the cider. I have a beer. It's gonna go great with either one of those, but just something small, nice, but an excellent combination of flavors. Just kind of a cheap tapa that's wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna try this goat cheese, tomato, caramelized onion tostada thing. So good. And goat cheese with the caramelized onions are like a bomb duo.
Alright, got the tostada with the caramelized onion and tomato here.
Yum.
It looks super good. Oh my god. That goat cheese. That goat cheese is so rich. And it's warm with kind of that crispy caramelized onion, as well as that fresh tomato underneath. Just make that a perfect tapa to have. I know it's not something they're specifically known for here, but it's a really great one that if you come to Lemiak on Cava Baja, I'd recommend getting. Alright, so that's going to do it for our tapas crawl here on Cava Baja. Make sure to check out our other videos about what it's like living abroad as an American, as well as our local experiences in other places we travel. We'll see you over at other videos. Bye!